Welcome to Mathematics with Suleiman. I'm still discussing the final DBE paper of 2025. And in this question, I'm doing the parabola and the hyperbola.
So please, very important to subscribe to my channel so that it can enable me to do some more videos. So please, people, don't only watch my videos, also subscribe to my channel, and then you'll be able to see more of my new videos coming.
National Senior Certificate, Grade 12, Mathematics Paper 1, November 2025, Question 5. Question 5. The graphs of the f of x equals to ax squared plus bx plus c, which is the quadratic equation of the parabola, of course, and then the g of x equals to negative 4 over x minus 3 plus 8, which of course is a hyperbola, are drawn below. P is the turning point of f and the point of intersection of the asymptotes of G. The graphs intersect at D, 5 and 6. M and T are x-intercepts of F and G respectively. Have a good look at the graph and see, do you recognize the parabola and of course the hyperbola. Question 5.1, write down the domain of G. Now remember, domain is linked to the x values, which lies horizontally. And G is a hyperbola, so you'll see the hyperbola lies all over the domain, except at the asymptote, where x is equal to 3. So therefore, the answer is then x is an element of all the real values, except x equals to 3. Then 5.2, write down the range of f. Remember, range is on the y values, or the y-axis, which is vertical, and of course it's the parabola, so it goes not higher than y equals to 8, so it will lie below 8, so therefore y is then less than or equals to 8. Question 5.3, again determine the values of x for which 5.3.1 the g of x is less than the f of x. Now remember, the g of x is the hyperbola, the f of x is the parabola. So where is the hyperbola? Below the parabola. If you look at your two red lines, you will see that is where it is below. So therefore it then lies between the 3, which is the one asymptote, and the 5. So those two red lines. So therefore x then greater than 3. Take note, we can't include 3 as an asymptote, and then less than or equals to 5. So that will be your that will be your x values. And then 5.3.1, for which values of x is the f of x less than 6. Now the parabola less than 6. Now look at that green line. Now where's the parabola underneath the green line? The parabola. So it is to the right of 5, so it's x greater than 5, and then to the left of the point 1 and 6, which is 1. So therefore x is then less than 1 or greater than 5. Right, question 5.4, show that the equation of the parabola is the f of s equals to minus a half x squared plus 3x plus 7 over 2. Now remember, now the turning point of the parabola is then 3 and 8 as established from the asymptotes. And then we have another point D. So those 2 points are going to help me. So therefore I'm going to use the formula y equals to a into x minus 3. Remember, where's the 3 coming from? The 3 at the turning point with the opposite sign, plus 8 coming also from the turning point. Then I'm going to use point D into that equation. Then I get 6 equals to a equals to 5 minus 3 squared plus 8. Simplify and then find the value of a, which is minus a half. Then we put the minus a half back into that formula, and then we get now y equals to minus a half into x minus 3 squared plus 8. Remove all the brackets. Collect your like terms, and then you get the final proof, y equals to minus a half x squared plus 3x plus 7 over 2. Remember, now we had to use a formula for turning point because the roots were not given. Question 5.5, find the length of MT. So to find MT, I need coordinates of M and I need coordinates of T. Now, of course, M is where the parabola touches the x-axis, so that is where y is 0. So take the formula of the parabola, which we got from the previous question, multiply by 2, simplify, factorize, then we get x7 and x minus 1. So therefore, m will then be the minus 1 because it lies on the negative side of the y-axis, of the x-axis I mean, right? So there you are. So therefore, m is then minus 1 and 0. Then to find t, we're going to use the hyperbola. And we do exactly the same there, where we're also going to let the y value be 0. Then we can, of course, take 8 over, multiply with the LCM x minus 3, then simplify, and you get x7 over 2. So coordinates of t is then 7 over 2. So therefore, from m to o is then a 1, and from o to t is 7 over 2. So add the 2, and you get 9 over 2, which is 4.5. Question 5.6. Now you must determine the equation of the tangent to f at d, which of course is represented by that red line, which is a straight line, y equals to mx plus c, of course in a northwesterly direction. So a negative gradient. Again, gradient is linked to calculus, so therefore the derivative. So you take the function of the parabola, differentiate it, and you get minus x plus 3, which of course is the gradient. Now at the point 5, you replace x with a 5, and you get the gradient of that line equals to negative 2. Then of course, using the point 5 and 6, and in the equation y equals to mx plus c, substitute, and then you get c equals to 16. So therefore the final answer is then y equals to minus 2x plus 16. Thank you for watching Mathematics with Suleiman. Please don't forget to share, like and subscribe. Remember, subscription is free, and with your subscription, it can help me and encourage me to do more videos.